Guess who's back? In VR 4K HD, UHD and 360. Alright, we had a new update, we all know that. It hasn't been pleasant. I've not met one person who actually likes it. I've heard rumours that there's mixed reviews, 50% is 50-50, but no one had any problems with it. So now they've just called 50% of people to have problems. So I don't know what they're thinking, but we're gonna have to just persist and keep on keeping on, won't we? Just get on with it. They made the cars slower, made them harder to drive, harder to corner, harder to come out of corners, harder to go to change the gear ratios. My car doesn't even sound exciting. Doesn't even sound like a Ferrari anymore. My car. It's just tragic. But still, just keep on keeping on. Uh, what can you say? What can you do? Not a lot. Let's have a look. Let's find a thumbnail for you. Downloads. I can use that one. Daily races. I'll just put that one on. Do da da do 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 da 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 dee 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 do 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 da 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 da. Yeah, my mate, he's absolutely disheartened. He's trying to get over it. His missus was even going, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And this is his baby this time. He went got VR as well, but he ain't said it. He don't want me to know. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to. I don't know what to do. I might have to change my car here to something that sounds good. They got a GR3 McLaren. I might have to start taking it out, see if that sounds any better. But my car doesn't rev like it used to, and that's really sad. It's the only thing that used to make me happy, driving a car that sounded good. Yo, Space Ranger, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Oh, hanging in. I know you're hanging in and hanging on, like all of us, man. Oh, it's good to get drunk or out your skull, just forget about it for a couple of hours. And I think that's what most people are doing these days. Turning a drink and rock and roll. G'day, Space Ranger. He's in it, he's on it. That's it, man. Share your links out. Right, turn this up. Let's get daily racing. I now use traction control. I'm gonna have to change the feedback because when I had it on 12, there was less rattle on 12 than there was lower. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. No, you did one with 7 aces, did you? I just dropped a like on that link, but I haven't got any sound, so I don't know what it sounds like. I flew my drone today actually, and we've had a new firmware update for that. Put it on 3 and 3, see how that goes. Adjust me pedals. No, I'll tell you what, I'm going to adjust the cushions because it's been sinking and sinking and sinking for so long. I've got a single duvet wrapped up, folded up. I've got a cushion that's gone flat. That goes there. Then I've got this that goes that away. This is the way. The Mandalorian way. And I'm back in the room. Now, I should be able to reach the pedals now. Yep, I've gained an inch. That's what she said anyway. Right. Table's too far away. Right, there we go. Didn't know I was there. I thought it was on the other corner. What I'll do is I'll do some quality in the while I'm waiting for a race. Then we get the show on the road quicker. I've got to have a couple of that, so I'm not expecting good things anymore. I was improving. Now they've just kicked me in the nuts. And they're swollen. And they hurt. Every time I do a corner. Yeah, they've changed the physics and the handling and everything. I might do that time, but this is an absolute crap. The car just slides off the road like it used to. They've just rolled these physics back to when it was crap before. Front suspension is totally gone. One bolt on the wheel, or the top mount for the shocks. Simple as that. Shape when you go there, but along the straight, the track's uneven. 3 seconds penalty for hitting a barrier like that. That just don't make no fucking sense. Makes no sense at all. The harder you hit a barrier, the more time penalty it gives you. I hope they bring a new rally game out or something good. Because this has just gone back to the trash physics that we've had before. They just rolled it back and give us what we've already had, that we was all bitching about. The car just goes off the track. The front is always doing something, like it's trying to tell you that it's I've done a feedback test on my computer. Checked every single feedback there is, and it's all working fine. The feedback that I'm getting is a bumpy track. Yeah, look at it. It's making like the steering wheel knock. You get a little knock to the steering for some reason. It's like the steering rack's gone. Yeah, I know it's not my wheel, that's why I checked it. Yeah, well, I put it on the Thrustmaster app on my computer and went through, I looked at the update, done an update, I just reinstalled the freshest update anyway. I clicked all the boxes to test all the feedback. I videoed it, I've got to put the video together for you all. And every single vibration is working, and the one that feels like when I'm going in a straight line or just on the track a little bit left and right, and it's going through the steering wheel the whole time. It's like the steering rack's gone, or the bottom ball joints are gone, or the suspension top mounts of the springs. That's how it feels, and that's the only way I can explain it. And this was the issue they had in the first place. I nailed what the problem was already. I mean, I used to be a motor mechanic. I've done everything, four-wheel tracking, alignments and all that shicer and that. And I know cars inside out, and they've done the dampening, I think was an update. They've done something to the dampening, and there's something very wrong with the dampening. Oh, I did, yeah, I've done all the firmware and drivers for this. It's on the app, you just click the button and it updates it. I've updated it yesterday. Yeah, it's weird, you go in a straight line, it's like all the time. I've even put my traction control on 1 now. Stop the back flipping out every time I come out a corner. So I've managed to do something with the back, but it just makes it slower. Plus I've never driven with traction control on this game. Maybe in the beginning because the traction needed to be on because the physics was so bad. You know, just put it back to the bad physics again like we had in the beginning.
what tyres I had on. Socks on. Go around that corner no more. What's wrong with it? Well, I know what's wrong with it. The update, it fucked everything. I can't run any sound, the lights on fire anymore. I read that, I nearly crashed through, didn't I? Oh, shut up! What a load of shit this game. Just wanted to spin it round. Right, this way. I can't believe they wanted to slow us down. Why on earth did they want to slow us down? We was all having a good fucking time. Make it to the GR4 car. Takes half an hour to get to the end of the red range. By the time it gets to the end of the full gear, the 50, you might as well go to sleep and come to wake up in the morning and just get sick. Go to third gear, go on. Where you come from? Go past, mate, I think you're quicker. That's what I'm used to, a bit of slide. Fucking idiot. converted. We've got to make it. Oh, fuck off! Oh, fuck you! Ah, this poxy game, mate. I don't think I can play this no more for you. I don't think I can when shit like this happens. There was nothing wrong with the tyres, nothing wrong with anything. It just fucking went on me. And that's the problem with the corners on this game. I know. It's mad. You've got a job to go down them with decent tyres. You're thinking about dropping down a gear just to stay on the track. It's fucked. I can't believe that. The stupidness is back on this game. They shouldn't have done anything with it. I don't know what to do now. I really don't. I'm just going to make some money until they fix it. Because it's just a waste of time. I can't believe it. Now, any other time, that would have been caught as well. There was plenty of oversteer, understeer to get that back. And it just wants to go. It's a fucking joke, this game. I'm sorry, but I can't be playing this no more because it's too upsetting. I couldn't believe it when my mate phoned me up nearly crying in tears over it. This is his baby. This is all he's got from when he gets in from work, and they've effed it up the a-hole for him. I don't even know what am I doing this with this car for? But yeah, it's just terrible. I was gonna get a different car. Yeah, I can't be doing it no more. Seriously, I don't even know what this is gonna be like. The Escudo, they've messed around with the PP on it. I bet I can't get it in there no more. Yeah, they've done a really, really bad thing with this game. That's the problem, mate. People have spent good money on this game. Good money, and for steering wheels and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it ain't good, man. A lot of people ain't playing it now. Very few people, well, most of who I know have gone on to other games. And I should be as well. And I will be. I thought I'd do this only because people expect it. Thought in case the usual people pop in, you know. I know you miss. But yeah, it's terrible. And them tyres weren't even wrecked. So I've done an extra lap on the mediums. Well, I've done a decent lap on the mediums. Yeah, I'll earn a bit of money and then I'm going to watch my films and F this right off. I might even uninstall this, do you know that, until I think I might make room for another game. Uninstall this. Do you know, I was even thinking about it today because I wasn't going to get back on this. Yeah, I know a lot of people, and I can't believe they've had the cheek to do this to them. After people have gone out and bought a Fanatec steering wheel, all the bells and whistles and everything, mate, enjoying the game, loving it, doing some good racing. Then all of a sudden, oh, we're going to put it back to how it was when we first released the game, when it was an actual piece of shit. Man, there's knocking on the front. It's veering across the track. Yeah, it's a shame. I can't believe what they've done. I really can't believe what they have done to this game. I can't do it no more. I won't be doing it. I'll tell you what, I won't be doing any daily races because you can't race this. And like I said before, these physics now, you can't do tournaments with these physics the way they are. What are they thinking? If they want to make this the biggest game, mate, they've gone right the wrong way over it. It's a terrible, terrible tragedy. It's like the top mounts are gone on the shock absorbers, or the bottom ball joints, or the steering rack, but something's definitely gone. And the back just slides out whenever it likes, like it used to. So we're back to square one with Gran Turismo. We'll have to wait another 6 months for them to make it playable again, and then once we start playing it and start enjoying it and getting some decent lap times and that, they'll change it again, put it back to Shitsville 0.1. Well, I'm glad the weather's got better so I can fly my drone, because this is out the window now, isn't it? I was going to start playing Star Wars Squadrons again, but it's a long time in lobbies. The Star Wars Squadrons I really like, especially with my surround sound and all that, and the headphones quiet and I sound good. The old Star Wars. Meow. Ah dear, poor Gran Turismo. It's dead. They killed it. I don't know who they got to test this. I really don't. Because I'll tell you what, I'd have went, are you serious? As a right mental case has done it. Oh yeah, when you drive along the straight, you get knocking, clonking through the steering. Just, yeah, you're clonking, clonking, clonking. And it's, we can pretend it's, the actual track, the undulations, turned into clonk, clonk, clonks. Yeah, alright. I passed that. A+. Dickheads. Yeah, can't believe it. Oh well, I'm going to make a cup of tea while you lot sit there. I'll be back in a minute, I'll do this race. The old Black Tiger, how you doing, brother? You liking the new, no one else's? Yeah, the GR3 cars are now turned into GR4 cars on the daily races. You can fall asleep waiting for it to reach the end of 4th gear, and you are asleep by the time it gets to the end of 5th. It's a nightmare, and I'll tell you, mate, that it's like that sort of movement on your steering wheel. If you do that sort of movement going along the straight, there's a clonk, 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 constant clonking, clonk, 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 as if you're going over cobbles. And I think they think that's good feedback. Oh, it's Black Tiger. I haven't raced since I got back. Don't even bother. Yeah, don't even bother, mate. Wait for them to do the net fix what they've done. maybe it's just my Ferrari that's knackered. It's the bot that's messing it up. I'll tell you what, I don't think I've driven, not in the daily races or online. I think the bop is what's ruining. Right, I'm going to take my, after this, I'm going to take my Ferrari out at Brands Hatch, just without bop, to see if all that stupidness is there. Yeah, I think the only way I'm going to be able to play this game is not with bop on, and it'll be in private lobbies. I'll sort my tea out. I think it might be the bop that's ruining the whole system. I'll tell you what, quite a few people left that daily race that I was in as well. If you see, I think there's only a couple of people left in it. They're probably having the same shit. I mean, did you see the amount of crashes on that daily race? And that's all because of these stupid physics update settings that they've got now. And I can 100% put it on that, because the week before this update, we was all driving and we was like, respect, excellent driving. You could stay with people, you could drive. They're meant to have sorted out the dirty air and all this crap and all that. Man, they've just absolutely ruined it again. Yeah, it's mad, because like the last week's driving was really good. Well, I'll say last week's, before the update, because it was on a Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday was great racing. And now look, all them people were crashing off in front of me. Steering wheel shaking like I'm going over cobbled stones. I've got more rumble than drift. Could have gone easy on the fuel there. Fuel it. Change gear there, that should have went round in fault. Like there, every time you're going around the corner and you've got the, it pushes you out a bit more. Every time you're going around the corner, it just pushes you out a little bit. Where the fuck is going there, I don't know. race, needs some permanent off after this. I don't know really when I'll do. I'll do the transaction ring like I said, and then I'm switching it up. Wait for the next update. The front's all over the place. The front is all over the place. Shaking for no reason. Trembling and shaking in my hand for no reason at all in a straight line. Just go across the other side of the track. Even now, hopefully it's got any pressure of block, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what that feedback's meant to be. What I'll do, so check it. Uneven surface. And it ain't. God, we weren't even doing that earlier. Suspension's gone. Everything's done on the front. Everything's shaking like crazy. For no reason. I expected to do it on that cobblestone, on the side, but it doesn't. It actually doesn't. It's no one comes to should be bumping on. Should be bubbling. I should have felt it first, didn't. I felt more on that wheel than I did that wheel. Rumbling. And he's on the bloody tarmac. Still is shaking constantly. I was going to say, it looks like we've gone back to square one, but we've actually gone worse than square one, because they've slowed the cars down with it. Only when the tyres get worn out, the tyres will be able to handle the car like that all the time. I think they've given you less grip on the front and more grip on the rear. No feedback. Yeah, no feedback from going on that concrete system. No feedback. What page is it on the report? They did have it all right and everyone was happy. And now they just decided to make everyone wish they never spent their money. turn this off. Where the fuck is my car going? I've done that corner so many times like that. More that thing, the more wider it keeps going now. It can't be the bloody car there because it's stuck all there on it. Front has got a nice heavy cone. Where did we go again? That was 1 minute ticked off there. All I was doing was gassing in a straight line. There wasn't no wheel spin, that's for sure. Camber at 3.5 on the car. I'm missing my brake marker there. Mind you, when it's boxed, it doesn't matter. Still got to keep it jumping. No, that's just... Oh yeah, I forgot about the clean race bonus. I've got to keep it clean. Well, let's take my Ferrari out without bop on it. Brands X just for a little laugh. And see how that works. I'll take my red one out. I know it's got a few pages of settings. Bad, McKay. Engine's worn. I'm trying to blow it up anyway. See how bad it can get. Ah, sunshine on a rainy day makes my soul drift away. So 120 is my fastest around here in that, in by those things. Let's look at the settings. 782. What? Is there an ultra high? There must be an ultra high turbo for this bad boy. I want it. Not none. No, I don't know. There can't be none, can there? Can't, oh man. Right, now at least this car should rev up, sound better, but be a bit more snappy out the bends. Let me see what my traction control's set at. Let's take it to 0. See if my baby is still the same without any bop on. I don't know, the front's still a bit wiggly. No, I think that's, yeah. Their bopping is, their bop's the problem. They've got a big problem with their bop. Yeah, they've got problems with their bop, mate. That's what the problem is. Yeah, it's the bop. Just effed everything up for the daily races. It's not the same in the game, like where I am now. Right, I was going to change full speed back, because I'm sure that's where it used to be. Oh, wrong place. Where's my controller? There it is. Not sure what if that is on free. So it looks like I can do some multiplayer lobbies, but daily kids to buy. Oh, that's better. Now it's made me adjust my feedback settings because of that poxy bop. Now it's not quite where it was. 4's good, I think. I can't remember what I had the other settings on. Ah, wrong button. Hey. Might have been 2, you know. Let's see. I might have put it on 1, you know. It's quite low, I think. I'm a bit out of it. Hey. Hello. Oh, yes. I do like it. Well, I'll tell you what, whatever they've done, I think they've improved, but not the bot. They've improved it all round, but not in a bot situation. Picture my car flying everywhere. Yeah, I don't think I ever want to race Bop again. Now, yeah, that car should be handling like that in Bop, but it doesn't. That's what makes me sad. Hey, who's that? Remember? Who's done that? Mafia, big shout out to you, brother. Hey, Mafia, man. Yeah, oh, sorry about that. I've been thinking about this game because it's they've updated all the physics, and when you go in the online racing and Bop, it is absolutely the car's just crap. So I thought I'd try when the balance of power Bop isn't set, and the car seems to be handling like a dream without Bop. I just need to drive it like I used to. I've been trying to change my driving to try and adapt to the new physics, and I don't think I can. The nose of the car is just wandering all the time. Twitchy car. We've got the GT cars there this month. If anyone's interested in going, brands up. I think it might be the Fanatec lot. Crikey! Oh my word, that's got to be a fun now, isn't it? Shame the sun's not on it there though. It's scratched up and everything. GT7 in a bit. Get on the money grind. Yeah, man, do it. What car do you use for your money grind? And do you use Sardinia? Or do you do Le Mans 24? There are bits everywhere. That was a nice ride. I think I bit off more than I could chew on this slide though. Let's see how that looks. I own 72% of the cars. I need 3 more trophies. Oh mate. My mate Major Ugly, I think he got platinum on the game. As soon as he gets platinum on games, that's it. He don't play no more. He's a platinum hoarder. Bit of Brands Hatch there. See, let's see you do that corner. It might be a nice one. That'd be a nice one. What? Screenshot, baby. Give it to me. Give it to me. Spider-Man looking out the window sideways, going trying to stand the track. I'll do a couple more laps in this and then I'm going to get off. I just want to see if I get a nice clean lap in. And what we'll do is take all that crap off the screen. Now the feedback has got stronger all of a sudden. I don't know why. Feedback's got to go down a bit. Something has. I can't believe I'm pissing around with a game like this. Oh, Tekken! Oh, no way. How'd you get that? What was hard? Have you got like, oh man, Tekken must be tough. Some of them multiplayer wins and stuff like that. Now this car felt different. That's why I'm back in here doing it. This don't feel like it did a minute ago. It's because when I come out the second time, the torque was too high, and I've just slackened it off. Where's my controller? Knock it again. God. Why does it do that? You only turn it in slightly and it wants to spin out. Oh, this is a terrible, terrible state, this game. I've tried. Yeah, 1 minute it's fine, next minute it's not. I don't know what's up with it. As I said before, I think the feedback and it's got a mind of their own. I've been saying it a long time. They've got a mind of their own. They don't know what the hell is going on. It's a shame. Game's been ruined by an update. It's their own doing. Well, good luck to people who are still playing it, because you've got more patience than what I have with stupidity and just mindless stupidness, which is what the car seems to be doing at the moment. So I'm looking here just for the sake of it. Yeah, it's like as I say, it's like the front bottom ball joints are gone. The way it's shaking on the straights, it's giving some weird rumbling feedback on the straights. With just that that much, if you just want to go from one side of the track to the other, it's just a weird feedback. Just shaking your hands to pieces for nothing. So yeah, it's always going wide on corners now. It's madness. The Mafia. I'm not even going to play this game, mate. Really, I shouldn't even be on it now. I just thought I'd give it another go. I've been trying and trying and trying, but this game just feels like day one again. When everyone was spinning round, spinning round, spinning round, couldn't drive the cars. Then they updated it. Literally only about 3 weeks ago in my stream, I said, "Oh, it's nice that this game has now settled down and they've sorted out all the problems." And then they went and done this, literally just a week or so ago. They've slowed down the BOP. Now, if you go into BOP, my Ferrari used to be 499 horsepower. Now it's, I think, 484. They've changed the gear ratios on the cars and they've changed the dampening shock absorber type thing. Now, they've, I don't know what they've done with the dampening, but it feels like it's gone back a couple of months ago to when it was, everyone hated the game. Everyone was cussing it. Everyone was bitching at the physics. Well, and they kept trying to fix the physics, kept trying to fix them, kept trying to fix them, and they got it to a stage when we had no complaints. I'm not saying everyone was happy, but no one was really complaining. Like 50% of the people are now. So they just brought on 50% of a nightmare for themselves. And yeah, there's people out there like Welsh boys who was commented on my video. He goes, yeah, the blokes, he spent money. People basically have gone out and bought a new TV, steering wheel, racing seat, and sometimes VR just for this game, and they've been happy, happy, happy with it. Now, boom, they've done an update. They've trashed the bloody game. Oh yeah, if yeah, the BOP. If you know, yeah, if you look at every time you go into the BOP now, if you go onto an online race that's got BOP on it, the BOP's been made you even slower, made the cars even slower. I don't know what it is with Gran Turismo, and just even in the daily races, they was giving you just slow races. Like race A was some crappy car. You think, oh my god, no thanks. Then they had a GR4 car. You think, no thanks. It's no point even putting in sixth gear in the GR4 cars because it just doesn't do anything different than what fifth gear was doing. If anything, your speed goes backwards. And now the GR3 cars, they've literally bopped and made them into GR4 cars now. God knows what the GR4 cars are racing like now. But yeah, it's a major disaster. That's my opinion of it, and I'm not being funny. I've been racing with this wheel a long, long time, and I know what feedback is meant to be, and this ain't it. This ain't it. Put on Assetto Corsa, put on Project Cars if you want to know what feedback, what should feel like. See, people have spent hundreds of pounds, maybe thousands on the steering wheel, and they're just getting a, a turd fed to them through a cable of feedback, a feedback of turd in your hand. It don't know what it's doing. You're going in a straight line on a soft tarmac. Now, the track, man, the track's as smooth as a baby's ass. Yet you're getting that all the way up the straight for some reason. And that's if you just put a little if you put a little bit of sway into your driving, like going straight line, a little bit of sway, it's just a little bit there, it's going like that, a little bit there, it's going like that, it's going like that, going like that, going like that, and you think, what are you doing? It's like the bottom ball joints have fell out of the car, or the top suspension mountings are wiggling around, mate, worn out. It's just a disaster. If they think that's what racing car feedback should be, they need to get their arse in one, mate. Jesus. Yeah, do you know I've got project cars sitting down there. I might take that back out for a spin. I might take that back out for a spin. Don't know how much data I've got left on my phone actually, because my broadband in my home broadband's been cut off because I didn't pay the bill, and I've been using my phone. That's got 160 gig, but I've been downloading 50 gig game, uploading drone stuff, so my phone might run out of data soon. No, I'm not happy with it. I'll tell you what, Mafia. The day that the Thursday that it dropped, I had to go on it all day and thought, this is I don't like this. Absolutely hated it. So I had my little snooze, got up again, then I played Hell Let Loose. And then my mate phoned me up. He goes, Steve, he goes, ah, he goes, I'm wondering if you can help me. I went, what? He goes, got a problem. He goes, I think my PlayStation's ruined. I went, what do you mean? He goes, well, you know there's an update for Gran Turismo. I went, yeah. He goes, well, all my cars are, I can't drive them, mate. He goes, they're all just different. I can't drive them. It all feels different. The steering wheel's all shaking and all that. I said, mate, I said, everyone's, I said, it's not your PlayStation, mate. I said, it's the update. He goes, I said, no, yeah. I said, they've adjusted this, that, and the other, blah, blah. Yeah, some people are, yeah, some people aren't. I'll tell you, the people who wasn't really doing very, the people who weren't at a very competitive level are enjoying it. The ones at a competitive level aren't, but they're getting on with it. But me, where I'm in between, where I've been trying my hardest and my hardest to level up, level up, level up, I've got to a level up where I'm just pleased with what I've done. Now they've done this, they've made the cars a second slower. So now all my efforts and all that, I've got to learn how to drive these cars again. And it's like they've done this before to us. We had set up all our cars, and then they changed the BOP system. And so we had to adjust everything on our cars before again on every single car that we had set up. We had been racing in online lobbies, setting cars up, having a laugh, doing really well, really getting competitive. Then they smashed us with a bop and change of handling. And handling was the same as what it is now, actually, exactly the same. They've just rolled back. This is basically day one again, if you ask me. But yeah, it's they've even when they've wiped everyone's times as well. And I said to my mate, he goes, my time's not even there. I said, yeah, they've wiped all the times, they've changed all the cars, they've made it more difficult to handle the cars. I said to try and slow the fast people down. I said, but it's slowed not just them down, other people. I the competitive. I like to have a good race. I mean, I'm not really competitive with anyone except for the bloke who's in front of me. I want to chase him. I want to have a good race. I want to be close on his arse. I want to give him a really good time because I know what it's like when you've got someone on your arse. Your heart is racing. It is literally you don't want to make a mistake. It is like if when you're being chased, it's when you're chasing someone, you're laughing like ha, 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 like I'm enjoying it. I enjoy chasing someone, and basically, if they're faster than me, that's what I like. I like the fact that they're making me want to. I'm trying to catch them up. They entice me to be faster. And when I see their lines or what they're doing, I can see where I'm faster than them. Because some places, if the bloke's faster than me, I can see where he is actually faster than me if I'm following him. Because if he gets away from me, I think, oh, he's faster than me on that section. But then all of a sudden, be another section, I would catch up with him and be in the same. And I think, well, I'm faster than him on that section. You know, you know where you need to make your time up. But yeah, this is yeah. What's annoyed me is now that my Ferrari doesn't rev up as quick and rev up as high and doesn't sound as good. Now I wasn't the fastest, and the Ferrari is not the fastest car out there. It's got about 10 mile an hour less than everyone else on the straights because I'm always getting smashed by everything on the straights. But I enjoyed driving it because of the sound it made, the way it handled, and they've took all that away from me in this update. The car doesn't sound the same. It doesn't peak and oh mate, scream like it used to. It doesn't slide into the corners. When I put the brake on and steer it, I can slide it and get it into the corner. Now it just wants to just fly off the track. If I put anything like steering and brake into it, it just wants to go. Before I could throw it, a little bit of dab, a brake to, and then correct it, and I'm around the corner. Now it's just you can't actually work with the car at all. You don't know what it's going to do. The front is not linked to the back anymore. The front's got a mind of its own. And if you ever driven cars like me, I've been a motor mechanic for years. I can just drive a car, tell you what's wrong with it. I can listen, I can hear it, feel it. I can tell you what is wrong with that car. I put my foot on the brake, goes to the. I can tell you possibly what's wrong with it. It's usually the cinders or something like that. You never know. This is the only game I can say is a five. So yeah, I've just basically yeah, I'm not happy with it. I've got to learn to drive again, but I'm learning to drive again, but slower. What the F? Now this is a little bee in my bonnet I've had with Gran Turismo. They keep trying to slow people down, even when they do the daily races. They don't give you a fast daily race. It's all the medium and slow cars, medium and slow cars, medium and slow cars. Some days we haven't even got a GR3 race on there. GR4, some other crap, and some other crap. We don't have the what are they called? Not the F1 cars. Can't remember what they're called now. You know the ones that look like F1 cars. We don't even have many of them races. Them races should be on there. But yeah, I'll tell you, mate, Gran Turismo, I'll tell you, they need to talk to their fans and talk to people because they're doing things that are just mindless. And also, um, have you heard how many VR headset units they've sold? Only 270,000 headsets, well below their target. I don't know what their target was, but it's well below their target of what they wanted to sell. And they've been advised to drop their prices. Yet, I don't think they are going. No one. You know what they're like. You don't hear nothing from PlayStation. They just do, and that's their problem at the moment. Well, it's Gran Turismo's problem at the moment. They're doing stuff, and I don't know, effed it right up. I don't know what's wrong with them. To, it's gone backwards. The special event, was it? I don't play sports mode. I have to do. Ah, no way! You didn't register your first win. There, Mafia. What you want to do with that is, you want to just listen. It's like what I say. Just pick a car you like being in the interior. You can drive it and the sound. And as long as it sounds nice and you're happy to be in it, that's where you want to be. No matter, like as you say, you're not in there for competitive racing. It takes the fun out. If you've got a fun car that you like to be in, sounds good, then you're away, mate. Just learn the car, learn how it handles and what you can do with it. My Ferrari, man, they've took everything away from it. They've took everything. They took the high revs. I used to like living in the high revs on that Ferrari. Used to love revving the nuts out of it. Now there's no nuts to rev out of it. They've took its nuts away. Yes, see, even me, it's it's over double the price of the last headset. Can you get over that? I can't. Double the price of the last headset. Now people are used to the headsets being 350 mark, like the Quest, Rift, whatever you Oculus, whatever you want to call them, whatever they were, all around the same. And now PlayStation have done that and not being funny, they've done this now. I tell you, mate. Yeah, if this stays like this, I might have to think about. I don't even want to say it. Forza. If I can't find a decent racing game, I'm going to put Project Cars back on and start playing that. Just because I want my steering wheel to perform the way it should. and not have a turd shoved down the cable of physics from Gran Turismo 7. GR1 and GR2 cars. I hope they're handling alright, mate. I ain't been out in them. Hope they're still good, brother. But yeah, I'm totally, yeah. uh, Car physics simulation model was just changes, notice, update. Improvements to car physics model assist settings have been implemented with the update one for suspension physics. Adjusted the calculations model of the suspension geometry. Well, you've effed that up, mate. This would improve stability. It doesn't. Of the car orientation during braking and the traction during. Well, that's messed up, mate. Adjusted the damping on the suspension. You missed it. Over bumps and curbs. You need to seriously sort that out, mate. I go over bumps and curbs and it does less feedback than when I'm on the actual track going in a straight line. Improve stability when turning in low speed corners and over curbstones. Improve stability when turning. Optimize the tyre heating and wear model. Optimized the aquaplaning effect on wet surfaces. Aerodynamics. Updated the aerodynamics data for Formula cars. Optimize the downforce and resistance in relation to the vehicle ride height. Okay. Anti-lag system. Introduced a limiter to prevent the engine RPMs from rising too much while stopped. Taking all the fun out of our man. We like revving the nuts out of it, sitting there going wah, 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 wah. Car initial settings. Change the initial settings of the suspension and aerodynamics on cars and certain road cars. Adjusted the performance points of various cars in the game. Wireless controller handling the steering. Right. Handling of cars have been improved by adjusting the steering algorithm when using the controller's stick or directional buttons. Wireless controller handling and force feedback. Handling of cars while steering and information gained from the force feedback should now be improved by adjusting the force feedback algorithm. Handling of cars while steering and information gained from should now be improved by adjusting the force assist settings. Oh yeah, they've done a lot here. Change the preset assist settings, intermediate. Yeah, you said the Mini Cooper's messed up. I mean, from the Mini Cooper, I'll tell you what, my Ferrari is a hard car to drive. That's why no one drives it. It's hard to get into the corners and getting out of the corners, man. You got to be so careful with the gas. It revs up quick, and I suppose I will feel the problems more than anyone else. Counter steering changed from strong to weak. Intermediate traction control changed from 5 to 3. Expert, yeah, that's just all settings. If the intermediate expert had been selected prior to the update, be overwritten. Right, controls for the traction control have been adjusted. The amount of intervention when set to 1 has been reduced and increased when set to 5. Controls for the ABS interlockers have been adjusted. Controls for the extra stability management have been adjusted. The amount of intervention when oversteering has been increased to improve stability. They've tried to improve stability, yet they've messed it up. They've just gone. They should have just. Oh, I ain't even going to keep going on about it. Controls for the counter steering assistant have been adjusted. The amount of intervention steering oversteer has been reduced, now making the amount of orientation change milder. Controls for the counter steering assistance have been adjusted. The amount of intervention while oversteering has been reduced, now making the amount of orientation change milder. Whatever. Known issues. 30th of March. Following a list of known issues. When using Logitech Pro Racing Wheel, there have been cases where the games will freeze if steering control is disconnected from the console during the race. When the PS5 version of Gran Turismo, the PlayStation 5 console, has been cases where an application error, Logitech's causing problems. G92 free Racing Wheel, Logitech Pro Wheel steering controller. In this case, please refrain from using the. Oh, no way! It says don't use them. When using a PS4 version of Gran Turismo 7 with a PlayStation 5 console, there have been cases where an application error may occur after connecting a Logitech G923 racing wheel or Logitech G Pro racing wheel. In this case, please refrain from using it. This issue does not occur with the PS5 version. In certain race events, the application crashes on the rewards and rating screen, preventing any further progression. You don't need that there, do you? Ah, you might have had that then. In certain race events, an application crashes on the rewards and rating screen, preventing further progression multiplayer. In order to be cases where a car would not enter the track, even if the accelerator pedal is depressed. When a room is as this, oh, if this issue occurs, please quit the room from the quick menu and re-enter the track. In the lobby, there have been cases where preparing is displayed on the screen, but the host cannot start the race. Still happening, is it? Split screen, I won't bother reading that. In the lobby, there have been cases where players in the same room do not appear on the member list or during a race. In this case, an application error will occur when the host starts the race. In the lobby, there have been cases where completing a race would not let users progress further. Oh well, there you go. A little bit of information for you. I'm going to get off because I don't know when I'm going to be back on this because, as I say, yeah, it's I've tried again and again and again, but it's it's doing the things that when I was playing with London Bro, it's doing the same things. It used to just slide off the track at moments with out the blue and do uncharacteristically things, you know. But yeah, it's a mess basically. It is an absolute mess, but people are getting on with it and people like it, as you say. So, but yeah, it's I'm gonna try Project Cars and have a little feel of the old feedback on that, just to feel what a real game is meant to feel like. Anyway, I'm gonna get off. Nice one, Mafia. Cheers for being a member and everything, mate. Oh, just as edge controller, nice. And use G29 Logitech. Yeah, they're pretty good. A lot of people have got them. I've heard nothing bad about them. Oh, all right, I'll go get off. Oh, anyway, did you see the Formula One today? If you didn't watch it on, it's on Channel 4. It'll be on 4 on demand. But it was pure carnage. You think it's all over? Nah, it ain't over till the lady sings. Yeah, nice one, Matthew. And yeah, I'm going to try and fly my drone again. I need to get back to Beckenham and do a slower fly about and really concentrate. I've done a quick flight today. Then I got home, pulled my phone out. Yeah, it used to. Yeah, I remember when it was on the BBC, no adverts. Yeah, it's on Channel 4 though. Yeah, 4 on demand. But you could even catch the highlights on YouTube. But I wouldn't advise that. It's only about 2 minutes of them, and you'd miss all the restart, man. Well, more than just one restart. It was a crazy session. Alonso was going mad. Oh, it's funny. His radio's going, come on, tell them. It's got to be done. It was pure carnage. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Nice one, Matthew. Nice one, Predator. UFO, big shout out to you, mate. And Neil was in the chat. I don't think I missed out on anyone. Anyway, like and subscribe. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, you see the drone video. I did a night flight as well. It was a test. I did a little night flight. Nothing major. Nothing brilliant. But anyway, catch you soon. Boom. I can't. This PlayStation 5. Can't remember to get in and out of the place. I just stop the stream. Anyone know? Yeah, yeah, you found it. All right, laters, people. Thanks for watching.